Good morning, brothers. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. My name is Scott. And yes, pardon the do-rag on the head today here, because after I finish this shave, I'm going outside to power wash the back deck here. So yeah, it's like a double deck layer thing. So yeah, it's going to take me a while, but that's my first job on the agenda here this morning after my shave. So yeah, I'm prepared for that. Throw on the safety glasses, get out the power washer, and I'm going to go to town. So besides that, let's get a shave going here today. So, what is my shave of the day? So, let me say it right. Today's shave, there we go. It's Castle Forbes 1445 and a Rockwell 6S, the steel version of the Rockwell adjustable razor. So, we'll get into that here in just a minute. But let me pause and wash your face. Actually, no, let's not pause and wash your face. Let's do a few things. We're going to change it up a little bit today. So, we're going to take the soap. We're going to check that out here first. I'm going to do a little more details here. I'm going to try and do a little more details today. So I just took the cap off. Yeah, the little protective cappy thing is the paper is like right there, gets stuck to the cap. Sometimes they stick to the cap, sometimes they do stick to the base here, but these samples, but of course I get the sample came from Maggard's Razors. It's where I got this, and very appreciative to the folks at Maggard's for providing all these great samples, variety of them that I get to choose from every time I go to place an order for some to show you all and to share with you, because yes, oh, that smells good. I'm going to take out my one spoonful and the rest gets put away for giveaway. So, so what's this scent like today? It's a green scent. It's definitely I smell preponderance of greenness, freshness, greenness. So, and Castle Forbes is from Scotland. So, yes, I can't believe I'm Scottish and I'm not using this on a regular basis. I know. We're going to do that one today. Grab my trusty dollar store spoon here and get a little dollop of that. Okay, and it is quite a soft, they called it a cream, and it's probably a firm cream, soft crope soap, but it's not real hard or anything, but the very generous scoop there. Going to put it in my copper bowl here. What is it? Captain's Choice copper bowl. So let me just put this down. It's easier to put it down on the counter, and of course rub it off the spoon here, and then there we go. Throw that spoon in the sink, because I'm going to end up washing that here in a little bit. I'm just pressing it down with my thumb now. That's all I'm doing. And it is very creamy. Yeah, this is definitely very much a cream. And that's why I didn't soak my bowl first, because sometimes some of the soaps can be tough to mush on there and have it stick if the bowl's already wet. So yeah, this one probably would have been okay, I guess, but as soft as it is. Now let's go right by my thumb. So there we go. Just washing the soap off my fingers now. And I am going to just scoop a little bit of water out of the sink, because I want to put some water on that. Just the way I like to do it. Whoops, not enough water. There we go. Get that enough. That's too much water. There we go. Just to have some water in the bottom bowl, just kind of mellowing out there with that soap. So now I'm going to pause and wash the face, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. Just washed the face with a warm washcloth, soap and water, all that business. So yeah, so the face is prepared. I'm going to take out the brush here today. And today is this is the original RazoRock Plissoft knot brush that they first came out with years back. 2 shakes and a squeeze. And we're going to use that today. And of course, there's a good amount of water still in that bowl, so I'm going to just dump some of that out. There's a little bit too much in there. I'm aiming for half a teaspoon left in a bowl is what I'm looking for here. And yes, we're 50 swirls in, and it's building some lather. 50 more, let's see what it looks like. And that's after 100 swirls, so yeah, lots and lots of soap building. Boy, it is building some lather real easy. So this will make you look like an expert type soap. Yeah, I'm only 100 swirls in. I'm going to start. I'm going to do another 50 counterclockwise now. I'm going to start in. Okay, I actually, instead of 50, I did a full 100 more, so there are 200 swirls in. I'm done. I know I always go to 250 but I've never stopped at less than 250. I am today. Okay, new thing. So yeah, this Castle Forbes soaped up, foamed up, basically built up really good. Of course, nice and peaky. Yeah, it looks good. I'm done at 200 easy. Probably could have stopped off 50 ago easy and all that too, but I'd like to make sure. So yeah, we're gonna start there today. Okay, something from new. Oh, but before I get into it too much, that is a nice fresh scent. I like that. Let me talk about the soap a little bit. It is not an animal content soap. It is not. I don't know if that makes it vegan or not, but it doesn't have the animal content in it. So, in fact, one of the ingredients I had to look it up because I didn't know what it was. So, and it wasn't an animal thing. So this soap, the scent profile, they're saying it's ferns and grasses. It's got lavender and tarragon, lemon, bitter orange, vetiver base, and petitgreen. So the base is vetiver. So all that greenness is the base, and then the citrus is supposed to help accentuate it, is what they were kind of describing this on the Maggard's website for, basically the Castle Forbes description for that on the Maggard's website that I was looking at this morning. Oh yeah, very green, fresh, scented, going on. So yeah, I am liking this. And I was looking to see, what was I doing before? I was drinking my coffee this morning before the shave and having breakfast with my wife. I was looking at, I saw a Dave in Kentucky video. I was watching his video, and he was doing some neat old Christopher Moss razor, I think is what it was. Forgive me if I got that wrong, Dave. But I think that's the razor he was using today from like 1913. Looked really intriguing. And the brush he was using was a wolf whiskers brush. And yes, I've heard of them, custom made brush. I've heard of them, but I'd never, looked into it. So I actually went over to the Wolf Whiskers website and looked, and you'll see how you get on there's a waiting list, and he only does, like, when the waiting list opens, he only allows 2 names to go in there and it closes. So the list is not big. So you can tell that's going to be like 6 months to a year type of thing to get around to being able to have your brush made, I'm going to assume. Or maybe not that long, but because the list does close so quickly. The dates are on there. So yeah, so I think, it looks like he's got like a good, like, maybe 2 or 3 dozen at most people, maybe not even that many, maybe a couple of dozens worth of names on the list. So it's not like it's a big list, and probably takes a few tries to get on that list with, and there's a variety of times and days that you can get on there to try to get on the list. You get on there that time and you try to get on. So it's like, okay. The fact the next time you get on the list is tomorrow morning at like 4:27 in the morning. Strange as it sounds, like I won't actually, for a weekday, that's only a few minutes more earlier than I normally get up. So I would try that during a weekday, but it's on a Sunday. So I usually try to sleep until 7 on Sundays. I don't have to get up that early for church. So it's like, yeah, so probably will miss tomorrow's, but it's something for me to start chewing on, thinking about it, and the reason I'm looking at it so much is because I absolutely really enjoy my Sawdust Creations brush by Bobby Moffett there. So I'd like to try even another creator as well, but I am really digging the Sawdust Creation brush. So Bobby, on that one, thank you. And for Peter, the Wolf Whiskers, yeah, we'll see, brother. We'll see where I got behind you. But here we go. Pass 1 with the grain. So setting 5. How do you tell that? You look at the back, it says R5. See, I don't know if you can see the 5 and the R. Like on the inside, just on the outside of the handle there. You see an R and a 5. So, and if I flipped it over, that'd be the side 6, which is the highest setting. So I've got the second to the highest setting for closeness of this razor. Can you see it? It's got some moderate amount of gap there, whatever. And I wouldn't say an over amount of exposure or anything on that blade. It looks like maybe just a tick positive to me compared to some, but it's a smooth razor. And they say it's got the heft to it. I like a razor with weight. That's why I don't own a titanium razor. It costs more money. And it's lighter. I don't want that. Give me the stainless steel any day. That's my personal preference. If you've got a titanium, awesome, because that's going to be a nice, solid, last several generations type razor. I like the steel. Yes, I have a few aluminum razors and light razors that you've seen that I show you from time to time, but they're not my favorites because it's got to be heavier to be like really one of my favorites. I like to show you different things. And let's face it, I like to try different things. Hence the collection to begin with. Okay. Of course, 2 days of growth too. I don't know if I didn't mention that, but yeah, it's my usual Saturday, 2 days of growth. Okay. And this is just smooth and nice. This thing too with every razor, you're less apt to get like any kind of dragginess, which I can get sometimes with those aluminum or lighter razors. You get a little dragginess on occasion, but when it's heavier, no, you just don't get that. It just smooths it out and makes it just really enjoy the weight of a razor. Usually the heavier it is, the more I like it. And yes, I do have some lighter razors like the leaf twig and leaf thorn there that I like that are lighter. They're not really super light. It's a hollow handle, but metal. So it is a little bit lighter, but yeah, I enjoy those razors. Pass 2 is across the grain. Really enjoying the scent of this soap. Strength-wise, I'm going to go with like a 3 out of 10, I'm going to say. So a pleasantness to it, but not overpowering it at all. And for me, just to give you context, a strong scented soap would be like a 6 out of 10. That's strong scented for a soap. That's like your Phoenix Artisan accoutrements and Peter Chocala soap stuff, what he does, and with his club and his Ariana and Evans. There we go. It escaped me there for a second. Soaps are like some of the more stronger ones that I've used. All right, pass 2 is very comfortable, very nice. I can tell you why this razor really has such a cool following, because you get 3 base plates. Oh, we didn't show you that either. We didn't pull that apart for you to see. Let me show it to you. There is overhang, not a fan. That's like I call that like a standard amount of overhang, which is a little bit too much in my book. I don't care for that. But the price point of this razor too, because you're not paying for polishing or anything, is very appealing. So yeah, it's a little overhang. Okay, yeah. There's the handle. It's a nice solid metal handle. Flat bottom so it can stand up. Taking the base, and of course you get 3 base plates. There's a that goes, so each side is like represents 1 through 6. So you choose the different aggressiveness, so basically how much gap is in the thing based on what you show. So when I've told, yeah, there we go. So that's the part that's not showing. That's up. You see the 6 on that, so that goes up. So the part that's showing is what you're shaving with. So I'm shaving with the 5 because you see the 5. If you saw the 6, I'd be shaving with the 6. So, and of course I got a Gillette Silver Blue in there, standard 3-point, 3-pin type, holding the blade in there. So putting that in there. Alrighty, so now let's put some soap on the face. Here we go. Yes, I like this. And it's funny, now that I've tried, it's funny, you try different things to see what you like or what you don't like. And one of the things I'm finding that I really don't care for long term is the gourmand scents. So those food scented soaps, or candy scented, or like chocolate scented, things like that. Excluding lemon, of course. We won't count lemon. Lemon is my favorite. It's my favorite flavor. I really love that scent. But basically all the food-like ones, because even my pre-wash shave cube here, this is my Phoenix shave cube. This is what I do my pre-washes with. That is a gourmand scent, and it's okay. But now that I've been living with it for months, it's like don't really care for it for all the time. As far as the scent itself, the soap is awesome. I'm just loving the soap. But that's that. So somebody might absolutely love the food scent in the gourmand scented ones. So I'm curious, do you like gourmand or do you not like gourmand? I find it, for me, a little goes a long ways. It's like oud for me. Oud is just such a rich scent. I really don't care for it that much because it's just like too rich. It's like having lobster with a lot of butter every night of the week. It's like, it's too much. Not that it's ever going to be a problem for me, but you know, it's like that idea that it's too much for my senses to enjoy. Okay, pass 3 is across the grain. We're just going to start right here on the lip here. Here we go, got that gone. Now across against the grain. And some of you are thinking, he's still got the full mustache. When's he going to go to the half? Thinking about it. I was thinking about it even before this shave, but I wasn't quite ready to pull the trigger yet, so we'll see if it happens this week. It might. There we go. And of course, this multiple little up pass thing here, quite comfortable, no issues, plenty of slickness in the soap and all that. And of course, I will test that here in a minute too. And even for me, on setting 5, pardon me, I don't consider that an overly aggressive setting. Pardon me, hold one sec. Christmas mug for my son. Sorry, I had to wet the whistle there for a second. Not an overly aggressive razor for me. I am going to pause for a minute. Hold on one sec. Okay, guys, back. Sorry, I paused for about a minute. I just get a little coughing going on there too, so hopefully it'll stay at bay here for the next few minutes, but we'll see. So yeah, I got a little bit of, I want to do a buffing pass with just water, my normal modus operandi. So let me wet half the face here. There we go. And a little of that soap comes down too. Yeah, from the whiskers. Yeah, might as well. Yes, this soap is behaving admirably for doing a buffing pass with just water. Enough residual slickness. I am liking everything about this soap really, except for the price. And yes, it's imported from Scotland, so yeah, tariffs being what they are nowadays, add that to it. But this large container, 200 milliliters, which translates to like just over 6.7 ounces. So that's a good sized jar. That's a honking jar for $42. But your per ounce is like just shy of 6 1/4. Just shy of that for price. So a little on the heavier side. When I normally like my favorite soaps are in the $5 to $5.50 per ounce range. It's a little heavy, but it is an import. I'll give it a little slack because it's imported from Scotland. And yeah, I know I tell up the 2 animal fats as my favorites. Doesn't mean I don't like soaps that don't have animal fats in them. So yeah, there's no tallow in this, there's no goat milk, none of that stuff. But I'm telling you, with this razor, smooth, comfortable, nice. So there absolutely are, and I don't ever want to say that they're not as good quality because they don't have animal fats in them. They're made differently. They just use different products, what have you. And they still come out with just really nice soaps. Just that, yes, I have an affinity for the animal fat ones, but I tell you, I'm digging this Castle Forbes soap. I am liking this soap. Like that scent, some of this, I really like the soap. I could see me, and it's more of a creamy, it's more like a Taylor Wolf Bond Street. That's what it's like. Consistency-wise, it's like that. So, Yeah, and those are a little bit tick price-wise too, and they don't have any animal fat in them, and everybody loves those. So yeah, Castle Forbes, yeah, thumbs up in my opinion, yes. So let me pause and wash up. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. Yeah, just wiped the face off with a warm washcloth. Nice close shave. Look at that. So you can see what this razor just, it performs well. It's a performer. It's not a shower. It's a goer. So yeah, it's not all polished and shiny and sparkly. Pull it out here again for another last look here. But I'm telling you, it does the job. It does the job very well. Nice close shave. Used a 5 instead of a 6 on this one. So, well, Scott, would you use a 6? I have in the past, but I find comfort level, it says, again, it's a balance of comfort and aggressiveness. And so what I just really like the feeling of this on 5 versus 6. Yeah, I could do a 6 and be done with it and fine and do it. But comfort level after the fact is all that. 5 is where it's at for me. With that Gillette Silver Blue blade, my favorite blade in there too. Slightly more aggressive blade. So if I went to like an Astra, yeah, I'd bump it up to a 6. So it just you have to play with the adjustment settings on a razor and with the blades that you like to see where do you hit that peak of efficiency and comfort for you. So for me, that's a 5. Alrighty, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. And if you like when I'm showing you more details, let me know. Or if you want to see a little bit less, let me know. I like to do a variety of things and try different things to see what you like. So hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and go with God.